What's up, guys? Back with me is here we are, Smallville, Season 6, Episode 19, Nemesis. Okay, so this episode starts off with Lex and Lionel in this, like, sewers or something, and, it's like, hey, he wants to, build something near them, when this girl named Jodi Captures, she she's there, but she explodes the place, kidnapping Lex because she wants Lex to bring back her husband. But while Lex is gone, he's like, Lionel's like, hey Clark, you need to bring Lex back. So he goes to do it. But while that means Lana is in charge of Lionel's house bill, and because Lana in this episode is kind of dark on her, she tries to kill Lionel. She tries to push on his oxygen supply, and she's like, what? She's like, why'd you tell me to kill Clark? It's like, and Lionel's like, because I wanted to protect Clark. So yeah, so this Jodi girl, she's like, what happened to her husband? He was like part of the army, and he was with you. He's like, he was there, and he's like, because he was dead, and she's like, no. So then beats her up, and she attempts to shoot him, but she actually shoots herself, and she dies. But while doing that, Lex is like, hey, can you turn it off? But she starts off another bomb, which is about to detonate. So Clark and Lex are now stuck under there, but for some reason Clark is on in this episode they had to say, hey, Clark isn't weakened by kryptonite in this episode, because there's a kryptonite tunnel that Clark easily gets through without being weakened by kryptonite. So, which is kind of weird that they did that. So, yeah. So anyway, so Lana, she goes there. She takes a gun. She breaks open the two safes to reveal a video of this girl filming when the Phantom attacked her and killed her and the person she was working with, or just the guy, because there was blood. And when Martha, I mean not Martha, when Chloe goes to account Lana, she's like, Clark's just Clark, and she's like just because Clark's not invincible and he has a weakness, and it's like, yeah. So Lex and Clark and Lex are stuck down in this cave. They're talking about how Clark thinks it was Lex's fault why Lana married him. And he's like, no. And he's like, Lana was gonna leave you at the altar, but she for some reason decided to stick around. And why, Clark, I liked you when we were friends, and Clark, it's because of you why we're not, and all this stuff is just yeah. So all this stuff is being broke. Yeah. So yeah. So they go, and so yeah. So they're able to figure out how out. So they're able to get out, and yeah. And as soon as Clark sees Lana, she's walking to him, they're hugging, but then when she looks over, she runs towards Lex. And yeah. So, and Chloe's like, Lana was just weird until when I mentioned you, and he's like, Lana wanted Lex to die down there. And yeah, because I guess she's still mad at him, but yeah, Lex wanted Lana to die down there. So Lana, she goes to Lionel, and she's like, why why were you so wanting to kill Clark, but now you want to protect him because Clark is something's coming and Clark needs to be protected. And she's like, what would Martha Kent think of you using her son as a bargain board, as a bargaining chip? And he's like, look at you, Lana, there's a loser in you after all. So, so Clark is talking to Martha, and he's like, oh yeah, yeah, so why, yeah, so it's like, that's your weakness. Hope is your weakness. So Lex goes down to a cave, goes down to the place where we see Wes Keenan, the guy that Jodi thought Lex told Jodi was dead. He's not dead, and I think he's being subjected to some experiment. And yeah, well, this episode was a really interesting one. It wasn't that of a amazing episode. It was kind of like boring. Lex and Lex and Clark had to put aside their differences for once and wanted to work together, get out of the cave. Lana was really dark Lana in this episode because she was acting all type of losery this episode, and yeah, Dark Line. I'm gonna call it Dark Line, Dark Side Line, or Dark Line because she was actually being Dark Line because she was kind of acting losery this episode because she almost cut off one of those oxygen supply. She, broke in. She used the gun to bust instead of like you opening the thing. She used a gun to bust open a lock, to bust open a case, and with a video inside of two people either getting killed by a phantom from the Phantom Zone, and a zoner or a phantom, yeah. And yeah, why was just Dark Lana in this episode? So yeah, so like, comment, subscribe because have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Smallville.